Good Wednesday evening, South Carolina weather watch. Hopefully, everyone has had a fantastic Wednesday. I'm your host for South Carolina Weather, Jesse Peterson, and let's go and talk about the weather for your Wednesday evening going into your future. Nothing going on for the entire state of South Carolina right now, but you can see the blues, and that means exactly what it means. Winter storm watches are in effect. This includes places like Greenville, Simpsonville, Spartanburg, Gaffney, York, Rock Hill, Winsboro, Newbury, Saluda, Edgefield, McCormick, Anderson, Walhalla, and Seneca. All are in winter storm watches. If you go on and look at the just reading, it says heavy mixed precipitation possible outside the mountains, total snow and sleet accumulation between 1 to 3 inches, and ice accumulations around 1/10 of an inch possible. Northeastern Georgia, Piedmont, and western North Carolina, and the upstate of South Carolina from Friday morning through Saturday morning. Snow and ice accumulation will make many roads treacherous and impassable. The weight of the snow and ice on trees, limbs, and power lines could produce scattered outages, and the hazardous conditions could impact the Friday morning and evening commutes. So that's what's going on for the upstate of South Carolina on Friday. So that includes not just South Carolina as well. You talked about Georgia, like Atlanta has a chance to receive a winter storm. Maybe even Western North Carolina, Tennessee as well. Alabama, Northern Alabama going all the way through Birmingham. And then most of Kentucky as well. Northern Louisiana, Northern Mississippi, the entire state of Arkansas, Dallas, Texas, the Boot Hill of Missouri, all these regions, Southern Illinois, and Indiana, all have a risk for some winter weather to push through, a winter storm to push through those regions. So if you know anybody outside of just our area that are in these other areas, some other locations like Oklahoma City, Kansas City as well, let them know about what's going on. Talking about the entire United States now, we already do have some rain and some ice going on over here in western Texas. Also, some rain and some snow going on inside of Arizona. Snow going on inside of Colorado and Montana, as well as rain in North Dakota and South Dakota. Snow going on over here inside of Michigan, Ohio, Pennsylvania, New York, and just mainly most of the upstate Virginia. Also getting some snow as well. So now let's go and talk about our cloud cover. Cloud cover right now is honestly pretty clear. I mean, we do have some low clouds up there inside the northern portion of South Carolina, maybe even just to the west of Florence as well. But mainly right now just seems to be just some low clouds. Cloud cover for the future. Going on to push this forward as you move through the day. Not really anything, or I say as you move through the night. Not really much tonight. Same thing as you move through tomorrow. Into tomorrow night. This is Thursday night, moving into Friday morning to when we can finally start to receive some cloud cover. And then as we move all the way to Friday night cloud cover still seems to be looking honestly just pretty much just, I should just say, overcast for most of us. That's what it's looking like as you move through the next 48 or so hours in terms of cloud cover. Current temperature 34 in Columbia, 32 in Georgetown, as well as 34 in Myrtle Beach, 32 in Kingstree, 28 in Florence, 30 at Sumter, 28 in Greenville and Spartanburg, as well as 30 in Rock Hill, 28 in Anderson, 32 in Edgefield, as well as 34 in Augusta, Barnwell, 35 in Fairfax and Walterboro, 37 in Beaufort, 39 in Savannah. Low temperatures for tonight will actually be very low tonight. Low temperature. You can have low temperature tonight. Most likely from 20 degrees Greenville, Spartanburg, 18 degrees in Rock Hill, 19 Anderson, 20 in Lawrence and Greenwood, as well as 20 in Newbury, 22 in Winsboro and Camden, 21 in Cheraw, 22 in Dillon, 22 also inside of Florence, 23 in Sumter, and 21 in Kingstree. 23 in Georgetown, 25 in Myrtle Beach, 26 in Moncks Corner, 29 inside of Charleston, 24 in Walterboro, and 29 inside of Hilton Head Island. So I can pretty much say, unless you're on the lake over there near Lake Moultrie, I do believe everybody will most likely be in the freezing temperature range. If you go on and move over here to your rain index, we do have a chance of precipitation for tonight. 16% chance for Anderson, 13% chance for Greenwood, and 11% chance for Barnwell. Not really much there, but there is a 16% all the way to around a 29% chance. So I'd honestly say that there is a slight chance if you're over there on that South Carolina Georgia border on the northwestern side on the very far upstate, but other than that, I don't really expect anything else. We'll talk about the models in just a second. Talking about any sort of severe weather, that is excessive rainfall right here that we're looking at. Nothing for today, tomorrow, same thing with Friday, nothing with Saturday, and nothing with Sunday. So no excessive rainfall or anything like that. If you go on and look at your SPC outlook, nothing for today and tomorrow, but look at Friday. Friday, we do have a chance for some thunderstorms just on the coastal regions of South Carolina, from the low country all the way up into the PD region. So that's just something to watch for as you get into Friday. And now let's go on and talk about the models for about like the next 48 or so hours. So we're actually going to turn on the winter precipitation. There it is, precipitation type. Okay, starting off at 9 o'clock. This is the wrong one. Starting off at 8 o'clock. Going into 9 o'clock, though. Not really anything tonight. So honestly, not quite sure if we'll see any sort of rain tonight. Maybe that's just something that came on an earlier model run, but nothing so far as this model can show. But there goes that snow that we are watching for. You can see it clear, going through Atlanta, going through southern Tennessee, as well as it's moving through the Seneca Greenville region. That's around 10 o'clock in the morning on Friday. And then pushing it forward even more, you can even see a snow/heavy snowfall event going on maybe towards Columbia, McCormick, Edgefield, but Sumter, and then Manning as well, bringing rain over into Dorchester and Berkeley County. But right after, it's honestly not even going to last that long. If you get into around 4 or 5 o'clock, you still see snow inside the upstate, but look at that rain that's going to follow right after. So even if it does snow up there inside the middle of the South Carolina, honestly, rain will be following right after it. Again, this is short term and this is not showing the full event, so we're gonna probably wait till tomorrow night to really nail down the exact snow totals and all that kind of stuff. But right now we're just focused on where it will snow at, and I can definitely say for places like Greenville, Rock Hill, Gaffney, those places up there, Spartanburg, Seneca, Anderson, there is a good chance that you most likely will. Columbia, it's kind of still like a 50-50 at this point. Low country, South Carolina, and PD region, it's looking less and less likely, but you can never rule out any sort of freezing rain or sleet going through the area. But I honestly don't think that snow is that big in the question. I mean, you can even see up there towards Myrtle Beach, there is some freezing rain moving through there. So we'll see what happens. That's at like 4 p.m. though. So we'll continue to wait. We'll see what happens. We will see what happens tomorrow night to where we can really, really nail down the exact totals and stuff like that. But now talking about our future, and we'll talk about the other models as well, see what they say. But you can see this is let's go to the NAM3 instead. Go through to the southeast into the 18Z as you go on and pushes forward. There it goes as it traverses its way east. Snow going on inside the upstate of South Carolina, and then sleet and freezing rain taking right over. And then it doesn't really show any snow for like the Columbia regions, the Sumter regions as well. So honestly, I mean, it does show freezing rain, but it does not really show anything else. It does show freezing rain up there towards Conway, South Carolina, as well, Lower South Carolina, but that is, let's see, around 12 a.m. on January the 11th. But then as you finish through there, this doesn't show the full event either. You can even go to the NAM12 as well. NAM12 right now, that does not show the full event. We're going to have to go to the 18Z instead. But continuing to push that forward, doesn't really show any snow at all until like 1 p.m. on that Friday. And then it immediately gets taken over by sleet or freezing rain, and then it doesn't last as long like the ARRR has it. So we'll continue to monitor and see what happens here. So now, just in terms of the future in general, going past this event, you can even see the GFS has it as well, going all the way down towards Columbia, and then past that, not really much after that. It's honestly going to be a bit quiet in terms of precipitation wise after that system moves through. Then as you get to around January the 18th ish is when we finally maybe can try to see some more rain. And as that goes on and pushes its way through, it brings up some more another snow event that can go down all the way towards the low country. But again, that's too far out. That's like 354 hours out, and we're just way too far out to talk about that right now. So let's go on and talk with the audience. If you want to be a part of the audience, you can by joining us at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. Let's see what the audience has to say for tonight. Let me go and push this over here. Installer says Chattanooga will get snow, most likely. Good evening, pleasant day at my house. If you stood in the sunshine, hope you had a great Wednesday. I did. Thank you so much for asking. My Nana says hello, Jay. Hello to you. My cousin Cheryl says good evening, weatherman. It's your cousin from Philly. It's cold outside. I need to be where you are at right now, but I'm listening. Keep up the good work, love. Cheryl, thank you so much for that message. Mr. Anthony does say good evening, everyone. Stay warm. And then that says, good evening, Joseph. I hope all is well. All is well. And then Tish says, hey, Joseph, hello to you. And that's pretty much it. Again, if you guys have any sort of questions for any sort of snow questions, any sort of exact location questions, and what it's just looking like for your location right now, in terms of winter weather, go on and let me know right now, because I will check the chat one more time. But first, we gotta talk about San Antonio and Raleigh first, and then we will get to that. And funny enough, for San Antonio, there is a chance that you can maybe try to bring, maybe try to see some freezing rain just to your north. So just north from the actual metro region itself. Over here near Medina and Kerrville and Comfort and all those places up there. So that's what's happening to your north, but just in the region, or just in the San Antonio region itself, rain pushing through maybe as early as tomorrow morning, and then will build up as you get to around 1 p.m. There goes that freezing rain up there inside of the northwest of San Antonio, and then some more freezing rain there, but then it turns to rain going all the way through the day, and then maybe even some snow as well, just to your north and west, but not quite making it into the San Antonio region. All of the rain, though, will be out of there by around 4 a.m. ish going into your Friday. Talking about rain up here for Raleigh. Let's see if there's any alerts up here. I don't think so. There might be. There's not. Nothing for right now. But if you go on and push this forward, there is snow. There is snow possible for Raleigh up here. This is at 7 p.m. On 7 p.m. on Friday. I believe this is the 10th of January. So yes, there is snow up there for Raleigh, but we're going to talk about that tomorrow evening as it is just entering the region. So we'll see what happens there. Talking about temperatures now, I can pretty much guarantee you it will be below freezing if you do get snow. But as we go on and wait for that to load, let's check out the likes. We have 12 people watching and 9 likes, but we've had 33 people join in so far. Go on and hit the like button if you have not already. It's free, and it just takes a couple of seconds, if not even a second. It does not take long at all. But you have low temperatures tonight in Raleigh around 22, high temperatures tomorrow 35, low temperatures tomorrow night at 20, and then high temperatures in the 40s. But when that snow pushes in, it will be just getting to below freezing again. Moving down here to San Antonio, Texas, I pretty much am sure if you have snow to your north and west, it definitely is cold. You do have low temperatures tonight, though, at around 30, maybe. Seems to be it's going to be actually warmer during the night at 39 degrees, but during the daytime tomorrow, it's actually going to be at like 36. So, I mean, 36, 35, but that's like tomorrow evening, tomorrow afternoon. So, it's actually going to be warmer tonight than it will be tomorrow during the day. But then as you move into low temperatures for your Thursday, only around like 36. High temperatures 40. Going into your Friday, low temperatures probably getting into the 30s, low 30s as you go into your Friday night. And that's pretty much it in terms of that. San Antonio does have a risk for some thunderstorms tomorrow. Obviously, with all that rainfall up there, kind of makes sense. But that's what you're looking at. Talking about the entire U.S. now, just in terms of weather news, obviously, everyone knows what's going on with the extremely critical fire weather going on inside of Southern California right now near Los Angeles. All high winds up to 100 miles an hour and low relative humidity will continue critical to extremely critical fire weather in Southern California through Thursday. A winter storm is expected to bring major impacts from areas of heavy snow, sleet, and freezing rain to portions of Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Missouri, Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, Tennessee, the Carolinas, Georgia, and Alabama as well. And then also, cold weather advisories up for places like Alabama, Georgia, Florida, South Carolina, and North Carolina, as wind chills can get as low tonight in South Carolina at around 17 degrees. So yes, it will be wind chills with the wind added with the low temperatures that will bring close to just teens inside of some of these regions here in South Carolina. So make sure that you are prepared for that. Have any plants, pets, if you're going out, especially early in the morning tomorrow, make sure that you are layered up nice. And that's pretty much all. I don't see anything else that's important. I mean, we do have some snow up there in Montana, the Northeast, and then some fog going on in the Northwest. Trail says, hi, Josephine, everyone. Hello to you. And that's it. So I don't see any other questions. I'll be here for about another 5 minutes or so just to see if anybody else has any other questions. But I'm out for tonight. We are halfway through the week, so we just got to get through Thursday and Friday, and we will be done. So I will be back tomorrow morning with your Thursday forecast update. Everyone have a fantastic rest of your Wednesday.